Okay, YouTube, I haven't made a post of anything for quite some time. Been busy, haven't had time to work on the things, researching other stuff, and finding out information about other bikes that I'm doing. So, anyways, I was supposed to make a video of step by step how to put this together, but I have things to do in my normal life, and this is just like something that I do on the side. So when I need to get something done, I get it done. And sorry if I can't like show you everything. But so anyways, so I put this all together, got the head on there. I was gonna show you how to get the pistons in, but I fiddle with it so much because I did some different things, and there's some secrets that I need to keep for myself. But I will share you this secret if you're looking to advance some things and change the RPM range that we talked about in some of my other videos. So if you haven't watched my other videos, then you don't know what I'm talking about. So go back and watch my other videos. I had a comment from a guy, I don't know where he was from, but he had a comment of he liked my tires that were on my bike, and he asked me what the size and profile was. Well, watch the rest of my videos. Just don't pick through what you want to watch, because you'll miss something. Then you won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so this is relating to the cam timing video. So if anybody's ever taken this apart, this is the cam gear. This hooks to the cam chain, and it hooks to the crankshaft. So this is a cam, Honda Rebel cam. So when you stick it in, it only goes one way. Now let's go this way. So you line it up. That's what it should look like when it's in your bike engine. So this mark here and this mark here should always be level with the top here, going across this way. You see it going across the camshaft this way. The bolts are always pointed up. So you just got to figure out top or bottom. But I'll tell you one thing. There's a little mark right here. This has to be facing, like, this is the back. So depending on which way you're looking at it, it has to be facing back this way. So if them are lined up going across vertical and that's going across vertical, the bolts are up and down vertical, it's stationary. The only way you're going to be able to advance your engine is by turning your crank over. So if you have a degree wheel, what they kind of do is there's a timing mark on here. So basically you find top dead center. Either you can buy a stopper and put a stopper in here, or you can put the casing back on here and use the little circle and get the timing mark. But you still need to look down there to see if it's top dead, because you can be on the compression stroke or decompression stroke. Top dead and bottom dead. But you're going to feel there's some little play in there. But if you get a degree wheel on there, you can kind of check it to be perfect. But a little slack is not really going to bother me all that much. So basically, and then marks are going to be all lined up. And some people post different videos. And, oh man, my thing is upside down. Wonder if it's going to record upside down. Anyways, so I decided that I was going to make an easier way. I don't know if it's easier way or a lazy way. Because I don't want to go buy a degree wheel, and I just shits and giggles, why not waste some money? So I got a part machine. So this is the stock part, and it's fixed. So you can only move this, take the teeth off and move it, and then put the teeth back on. Usually what you do is you get I don't know what the hell they call it. It's like a little gauge, and then you move this up, and you can see where the highest point is, and dial indicator, and then you turn this dang thing around, and you counterclockwise. There's all kinds of different things. If you've never timed anything before in your life, you should probably kind of see how that works to know what I'm doing. So what I decided to do was, and this is my new one, and this is my old one, and you can see the difference. See that hole right there? I slotted this. Okay? Timing mark. Top dead. I got the same thing on here. Stock mark. Top dead. But then I had a machinist put a mark there and a mark there. That's 13 degrees. And that's 13 degrees on both sides. You can see a little mark in the middle. That's 10 degrees. That's what I just kind of looked at a little bit. But them are my marks. So I probably should have made a vertical mark, or horizontal and vertical marks, or like the timing tabs on here. But anyway, so I could advance at 13 degrees, and I could retard at 13 degrees. So basically, when I stick it in here and put my bolts in, and I don't know if being slotted now, if it's gonna move under all that stress of the chain, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what I wreck. We'll find out what I wreck so you don't do it, or I change it so it's better. Let's see. 10 millimeter. So basically, when you get this in there, you have to tighten it up, and it's stationary. So I just did this so I could do it top dead, normal, and then if I wanted to, I can retard it this way instead of see how I can move it now? Back and forth. So I don't know if that's going to create slop, or if that's going to be tight enough, or if I need to get longer hardened bolts and maybe some shoulder bolts. I don't know, but that's how I'm degreeing it. So I can just advance the cam like that, 13 degrees all the way, and then it's still at top dead. And then you tighten it up, and then you turn the cam and you tighten it up that way. So that's my theory on how to advance it. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I only paid $60, and I had an extra cam gear, so $60 $60, but it could also hatch my chain off my bike and cause catastrophic stuff like I don't know, detonation and blowing up and all fragments and whatever it's going to do under pressure, under boost, depends on, I don't even know. But so that's a little secret that I've done. I don't know, I should probably put the stock one in and see what the stock one does, but if I'm going to blow it up, I might as well blow it up anyways. So I'm going to install that. I'm not going to show you how to install it because I don't have an extra hand and I need both my hands. If you can take it apart, you should be able to install it back together. Only thing that I'm going to say about putting this in the head, and what happens is that the chain's so tight in there, basically what you have to do is when you get it in there, you got to put the cam in and this in at the same time, and leave it sit in there like that. And then the cam's in there, because then you need to put the chain on top of that, because there's not very much slack. And it has to be at an angle when you put it in. And I chamfered mine, so it should go in a little better than normal. But you don't want too much run out and slop in this back and forth. So don't ever mill any of this inside out here, especially if you're milling this stuff, because this holds it in place. So that's the polish is pretty tight in there. It's within like 1/100ths of a millimeter or whatever some person is gonna measure. I don't know, but so that's what you do. You stick it in there, put the chain on top, and then you go and do your sequence for tightening up your thing. And maybe I might show you a little bit how to do that. But you need to get a frickin' manual. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not going to show you how to do it all the single time. But I'm going to show you little tips and techniques and tell you tips and techniques. So, sorry for those who wanted time for time, but I ain't got time. And I produce parts and offer them, and you people don't buy them. So my time is money, and if you're not buying my stuff, then I'm not going to give you all my time. But I have another guy who wanted a closer look of the diamond cuts that I did. So I'm going to take the iPad off. But I will answer all your questions. So there's a... Let me switch this thing around here. Jesus. There. So there's the diamonds. Nothing special. There's the paint, the head that I put in the oven. They're nothing special, see? They're just... Get really close, see if it autofocuses on it. They're pretty smooth. You send me your head. You send me a head. You send me your head and $100, and I'll do that for you. You pay for shipping, forth and back. So whatever it costs to ship back, I'll do it for $100. But if you want me to hog it out, painting it and stuff like that for $150, I'll paint it, put it in the oven, and do all that stuff for you. I'm not gonna do any valve jobs or anything, but if you want to give me some money for that, I'll do that too. So, all right.